Okay. Now we can breathe. I also have now selected the right mic. Welcome, everybody. I'm back on a live stream. Hello, everyone. I see you guys are already all popping off on the chat. You all probably didn't expect it was going to be me on the live. It's been a while since I've been on a video, but here we are. And what a time. Maybe I'm the good luck charm, but Sounders win. Guys, let me read what everyone has said. Yeah, we ain't getting far with this lineup. At least put Peppo in. I say he's going to be a draw again, but Seattle proved me wrong. I take everything back. Well, that was an interesting first half. Wow, Vargas, great job. This is the type of game where I can't say that we played good and I can't say that we played bad. That's very well said. Oklahoma kid with a donation, Obed Vargas. I mean, we're going to talk about Obed soon. Yes, everybody, if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. Game 3 will go to the Sounders. I think this was the kind of win we can take a lot from, hopefully learn from. Sorry, one sec. That we can learn from where we went wrong and give them a beat down at home. That's fingers crossed. The hope. Barry Vargas, final home game with a brace, legend. Yeah, this could, to be honest, this could possibly be Obed Vargas's last match in Seattle. And what a performance, man of the match. We just posted about it. That's what I was working on before we went live. Go Vargas. If this is his final game, he's going out on top. 100%. I completely agree. Someone must have promised him Dairy Queen tonight if he scores. Sure would like to see Georgie and Kent. Yeah, I definitely think I would have liked to have seen them. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we have to see them play in game 3. Yeah, dang near a hat trick. Hit the post in the first half. Young man is turning into a major corner. I'd love to see him play for Atletico. 12 million. Obed Griezmann swap deal. JJ, I like where your head's at there. Good starting lineup considering. If Pedro was fit, do you take Morris off or Moose? I would have just straight up started Pedro de la Vega if he was fit. Don't overlook Jesus' assist. Yeah, he got 2 assists off his diving header. That, to be honest, I think was a shot, ended up being an assist. The thing is, his 2 assists, not take it away, because good job by Ferreira. He pretty much did what we wanted him to do. The thing is, though, his header definitely was a shot, and his pass to Musovski was a bad touch. But nonetheless, it worked out for both the strikers. Had both really easy finishes. Oklahoma kid with another donation. How do we go from one of the best defenses to this? Yeah, our defense has been goofy this year, to say the least. Goofy. Miami has Messi. We got Vargas. Exactly. Barry saying, welcome home. Vargas, goat. JJ saying, Shaun is back. Ferrer was okay at best. Both his assists were accents. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I said, Chad. And his giveaways and passing could have been way worse. And why the F was Yamar trying to dribble in midfield? Morris looked good on the wing. Yeah, definitely in game 1, I think Morris played from all his games so far this season. That was by far his best performance, was when he played out wide, because he definitely, I think he was the man that almost assisted Musovski twice in both of his bad misses. And I think he played it. The only problem is with Morris out wide is I feel like we have better options, because think about it. We have Pedro, we have Kent, we have Georgie, we have Rothrock, who I think all provide just a little bit more, are more true wingers. But definitely, I think Morris looks more comfortable, you could say, in the wing position. Really hoping we can re-sign Vargas. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but yeah, we're probably not re-signing him. We're probably going to get that option, and then that's the end of it. I really liked Morris tonight. I think I actually liked his. I mean, I wasn't here for the live. I haven't actually been on the channel for a while, but I really liked his performance more in game 1. I liked his wing play there. I think tonight he was okay. His goal was definitely jammy. I think for me, I think some of the players that we need to highlight, and let me pull up Foot Mob too. I think that's a good way to look at the lineup and like who I want to highlight. I think Kalani definitely made a big difference on the right back spot. Okay, here, let's share this tab. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. I'll zoom out like one or two more. There you go. How's that? Yeah, that looks good. I think obviously Obed legacy game. We love using that term during lives. Legacy match. And also, by the way, guys, if you haven't already, everyone drop a like. Huge win tonight. Let's get over like 20, 30 likes for tonight's game, for tonight's performance. Let's easily hit 20. Let's try to get to 30 tonight. Big shout out to all of you who are up here late. I'm actually kind of asleep. I'm still very jet lagged and haven't quite readjusted to the time zone yet because there's such a big difference. So I'm kind of going to be all over the place mentally, a little scattered brained. But yes, what I was saying though, legacy match for Obed Vargas. I think Yamar was okay. Obviously had that really goofy moment. I think Reagan was okay. Marking was a bit susceptible. Nuhu, I don't know, kind of was annoying on the field in my opinion. Ferreira, I think should be honestly be the next person other than Obed to talk about. Me 2 assists. Kind of an unsung hero. Yes, were the assists kind of like fluky? Yeah, but but like that's kind of the role for plays with the Sounders is that he he's just another guy in the mix, a second striker that's supposed to feed and create those half chances for the other guys, and that's exactly what he did. He set up Morrison for and Musovski. I was supposed to say Rothrock and Musovski, and that's what he did. Oh wow, Reagan was great tonight. I definitely think what was it, the second goal? I definitely think he lost his man on that. But again, it's like I think someone already commented this earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, it's this. This is the type of game where I can't say that we played good, but I can't say we played bad. That's how I feel is. There were a few very strong individual performances, but there was also a lot of like head scratchers, you could say. But again, you guys keep commenting. What are your guys' thoughts on everything? You guys can have a different opinion. Chad saying these are blue light glasses. You guys want me to put them on? Are we all saying yes to the blue light glasses? I can leave these on. That's totally fine. You guys are just gonna see basically through the glasses what I'm looking out on screen too. It's fine. Ref was okay. Let's actually talk about this. We were talking about this in the Rape Green TV group chat. I actually didn't think it was a foul on Musovski. I thought it was actually really soft, personally, but that's just my opinion. I just think it was really soft because I think if the roles were reversed, we would be upset if that was called for us. So that's just my opinion anyway. Yeah, it definitely Poppy Lover. It looked like we were scared to start the second half. We looked very scared. I think definitely once we got that fourth goal, like it eased out. I mean, also one person talked about it. Uh, no one has talked about it. Danny Leva's pass that got Rothrock through into the final third. Chef's kiss, in my opinion. I thought it was a great pass. Everyone's saying yes to the blue light glasses. The 43rd minute to halftime was brutal. Yeah, it was brutal. Ref was pretty much letting everything go, which I think is fair. I think Ref was consistent with everything he was calling on the field. See, and that's exactly what Barry's commenting. Never a foul in the playoffs. I just think it was really soft. So like either way we won the game. So like who really cares? And again, I don't think that's what would have cost us the game. Say if we lost, I was pretty confident we weren't going to lose the game. I mean, I was really confident we were going to lose the game when it was 3-0. I was definitely shitting bricks a little bit when it became 3-2. But this is my point with Jordan. I think Jordan would be great off the bench because he's not the pacey guy. I mean, he's still relatively fast, Jordan, but he's not the speed merchant he once was. I feel like we could really benefit with him coming off the bench against Minnesota. But again, that's just my take. Not saying Morris doesn't play, but I think we could play a bit more to our strengths, especially playing now away in Minnesota. we didn't look good last time, and definitely I think what played well in our benefit in this game was we changed things up. We tried something different, and that's why we saw a different outcome compared to all the other previous results this season. Sorry, I'm kind of stuttering on my words. I've already put in my Invisalign night guards just because I know once I'm done with the stream, I want to go straight to bed, and I'm not gonna feel like brushing my teeth and getting all that prepped. So there might be a slight lispiness to me, but yeah, just to explain to you all my deepest, darkest secrets of my life. Leiva's pass was good. Didn't look too confident on the ball though. Oh, dude. Uh Curtis Chad, Oklahoma kid with the ghost snack. We need okay, let's talk about Rusnak. Ghosted tonight. Big game. We needed him. He didn't do anything. I'll let you guys here you go. I'll let you guys comment while I read Barry's response. Jordan has hit Valeri's super sub spot in his career. He needs to accept it. I don't think it's him that needs to accept it. It's Brian that needs to accept it. But again, that's a whole other discussion. The thing is with how like up and down Musovski and Morris have been like the last 5 or 6 games, mainly Morris. It's crazy to me that Dero hasn't gone a look in. He got 1 minute. Granted, today we were winning, but in general, I think Dero should be getting way more minutes for how stinky the other strikers have been for a variety of reasons. Minnesota kept two-hand pushing our players. The thing is I don't mind Minnesota's shithousery, just don't feed into it. Because it reminds me of remember when we played RSL, I think it was playoffs 2021. We fed into Ochoa, the goalkeeper, and his like antics and stuff. Just don't feed into it. Just don't play into their tricks, which I don't think we did for the most part. We just played our game. We scored the goals. We outscored them, which is kind of a rarity. We don't see it super often with the Sounders going like a blow for blow type game. And out of all people, it was Obed Vargas that was like, you know what? I'm going to put the team on my back and just freaking go Super Saiyan and just score more goals and be our best striker, even though I'm not a freaking striker, which I thought was great. How does our future bench get a DP slot? Talk to Craig Weibel about that one. That's why we pay him the big bucks. Exactly. I love how we bitched about all the dead ball placements. Did we? Honestly, I was as I said, guys, I was kinda zoning in and out. Like, I paid attention to the more important parts, but as I said, I'm still not acclimated to the current time, to the current time zone. So I'm kinda, like, phasing in and out right now, and even during watching the game, I was kinda falling asleep, not because the game was boring, I'm just tired. I think definitely compared to game 1 to this one, I feel like we weren't falling into Minnesota's antics. We were actually, like, you know, taking more opportunities. I think the problem was in the Minnesota game was we finally started taking it to Minnesota when it was little too late, but from the get-go, we put the press on Minnesota. Obviously, I think we were a bit fortunate, like, uh, what's the goalkeeper? St. Clair probably should have saved Obed's first shot, but again, you don't know if you're gonna score those if you don't take them. That's what I like tonight. The Morris goal was definitely a bit scrappy, but I think it was good team play. Musovski goal, again, good team play, and then bad first touch from Ferreira to fall to Musovski, but again, you take what you can get. Who gives a shit? What do you guys think about the 2 goals Minnesota scored tonight? Okay, we can flip the script a little bit. Daniel brings that up. It was kinda concerning because honestly, Minnesota could have made it 3-3 in that 8-minute added time stretch because they had 3 solid chances and they took 2 out of 3 of those chances. I don't know what's going on with our defense. They've been so goofy. Do you think we have a good chance of winning game 3? See, this is a question I want to push back to you guys. Firstly, before you answer the question, everybody, if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream for tonight's win. Let's get to over 20 likes. Easy peasy. I know you guys can do that, especially with my return. It's been a while since I've been on the channel. Let's get over 20 likes. Cheyenne's back. Let's have a good time with it. I'm gonna push this question back to you guys. Do you think we have a good chance winning game 3? And I will respond on mine based off what I see you guys say. Will Minnesota come out swinging in game 3 or continue parking the bus? See, I am interested in that because it's been successful when you think about so Seattle and Minnesota have played 4 games so far this season. And Minnesota, using their park the bus tactics, have won 3 out of 4. And even today, they were honestly really close to sending this to PKs. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ramsey, that's the coach for Minnesota, sticks to his guns because it's worked 3 out of 4 of the times. So why would you not do that? And I don't love this narrative, and I know this might be unpopular, but I don't love this narrative. And this even includes what J. Ross and Brody said last time. Other Sounders media have said, like, oh, F Minnesota for their haram ball tactics, this and that. It works. It's worked for them. It's been successful for them. So don't knock it if we can't break it down. If we're shite and they know that, hey, we'll just play park the bus because we know Seattle don't have enough clinical strikers to do anything about it. That's not Minnesota's fault. They're playing to their strengths, and it has worked. It has worked for title winning. We've done the same thing. We've done that. So it's like putting them on a pin about it. I think it's kind of dumb. Just play like we did tonight. Then that's no problem. We don't have to worry about Minnesota United's haram ball tactics. How would you line up though? How'd you like the lineup? I think my main change would be I would make Morris a super sub. I wouldn't start him outright in the game in Minnesota. I would start Georgie because I think he can make a difference in a game where, as I just mentioned, Minnesota will probably be parking the bus. So you want a guy that creates half chances, breaks space, creates opportunities for others. I think those would be my two big changes. So start Musovski or Dero. I wouldn't mind if it was Dero. Don't start Morris. Have him be a super sub. Start Georgie instead. And I think those would be some changes that I think could make small tweaks that could make a big difference, in my opinion. The 2 goals were classic 2025 defense defending. Sounders looking for a new ownership with bigger bank accounts. Bank account days later, Messi comments on salary cap removal. Coincidence? I don't think so. Panic and confused. This goes to PKs in Minnesota. We lose 4-3. I definitely think if this game or any game goes to PKs, definitely it is an advantage for Minnesota because St. Clair's so good in penalties and Fry is not the greatest in shootouts. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Give us the ball, and without a playmaker like Della Vega and Rusnak ghosting, they're taking us to pens and we need a little luck to win. I was disappointed not to see Kent and Georgie as well, but I will say in this game, I don't think we necessarily needed them because we were winning. But either way, I think they would have liked to have seen, especially Georgie because he's fit. Like Georgie's getting more minutes with Burkina Faso than he does for us. That's the thing that kind of irks me a little bit. But nonetheless, Georgie turns the corner. Another end line so good. I think that's what you said. Yeah, I mean, I think Georgie's great with taking on players, putting a ball in the box. Do I think his final product could be better? Yes, but like he definitely deserves more minutes than what we see Rothrock get. Can Obed follow up with a better performance in Minnesota? So that means Oklahoma kid. We're saying a hat trick in Minnesota. He almost scored a hat trick tonight. Imagine if that shot he had that went off the post went in. Oh my God, he would have had a hattie. Honestly, Obed Vargas better than all of our current strikers. He's our true striker right there. Fuck DM. He needs to be a striker. Can we please have Thomas for all the PK shootouts going forward? So okay, let's say this. If Sounders are gonna end up going to a PK shootout against Minnesota, do we do the Netherlands? If you guys understand that callback, what I'm saying. Because back in the 2014 World Cup, I mean also Chelsea did it too with Kepa and Mendy. But I think it was coined in that game. Costa Rica. No. I think the Netherlands were playing Costa Rica, yes, in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. They subbed out their goalkeeper for Tim Krul, who's a better like PK stopper, PK saver, goalkeeper, and he saved 2 PKs. Would you guys like the Sounders to do that? Say if game 3 goes to PKs for Andrew Thomas. That's the question I have for you guys. The thing is yes, I agree with you, Santi, but the problem is the next game could possibly be the Sounders' last game of the season and possibly Ryan Kent's last ever game. So at that point, there's not much easing in we're gonna have to do. If we don't have the momentum in the beginning of the game, I don't see us making it out of game 3. And what do you mean by the momentum? Like we're not up to the pace or we don't start off the game like we did today? Yes, his value went up threefold in theory. In our hearts, it did. I think it's pretty much the same. I don't think anything really changes. Let me move my heater over because honestly, I'm kind of chilly, man. Man, it's 11. It's almost 11 p.m. I'm tired. See what you guys are saying. Guys, by the way, if you haven't already, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, if you're a Sounders fan, Minnesota fan. We don't care. We're just all MLS fans. If they park the bus, why not start Andrew? Yes, Andrew should be the keeper. Game 3, 50-50. Okay, my question to you guys is, do you guys feel confident going into game 3? Because honestly, both games have been kind of crapshoots. I think game 1, we felt for Minnesota's trap to let it go to PKs, and we didn't do well in PKs. This one, we had control, we let it slip. So typical Sounders like post Leagues Cup performances. We have a strong, start to the game with goals, and we let it slip very catastrophically this time, though. And we just squeaky bum it through in the end with a deflected goal, which was still good, but it was deflected. Sounds good in theory, but I don't know how Andrew would adjust as a sub rather than a starter. Again, I'm cool with starting Andrew Thomas as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm totally fine with that. Pat Grind saying 50-50. That's kind of how I feel too. Giving up 2 goals in 8 minutes is crazy defense. Needs to step it up if we want to have a chance. Question for you all is, should we do a watch along for game 3? I think we should. Let me see, when is game 3? I think we should do a watch along for game 3. Fixtures. When is it? It is November 8th. It's a Saturday at 1 p.m. That's actually not bad. Yeah. What do you guys think? Watch along for game 3? We do a live watch along. I could probably host it. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. What do you guys think? Live watch along, post match live, a freaking 4 hour, I'd say more like 3 hour session of being live on the channel. I feel like I owe you guys that for how long I haven't appeared. I could do that for you all. We can't let PKs decide game 3. I completely agree. When the score was 3-2, did you think the Sounders were cooked? I wouldn't say cooked, but I was a little nervous. I was clenching the cheeks a little bit. Yes, it is on Saturday. Has anyone else noticed how many of Vargas's goals this season have been deflections? They have actually. Good point. All right, looks like you all are saying yes. All right, I'll tomorrow, guys, put me to it. I will set up the live. So you guys better, when the live pops up on your feed, you guys better click notify me so you guys know that when we go live then for next weekend's game. We will have then. I'll talk to Brody and J Ross. I think we should do a preview for game 3. I'll have Brody and J Ross actually do it. I'll let them record that. So then Saturday, I will do all the content for the game. What do you guys think? You think that's a great idea? Do a little preview now that 2 games have happened for game 3 against Minnesota. And then I will do a live watch along and a post-match live for game 3. Because throwback, I don't know if you guys remember it. I mean, a lot of you guys are hardcore subscribers on the channel, but one of my favorite lives we did was the watch long against LAFC. We got almost over I think we got over 100 viewers that game. It was so much fun. So I hope we can replicate something like that for that game. Yes, I thought it would go to PKs. Part of me did think maybe it would have gone to PKs, but I don't know how Brian can almost blow a 3-0 lead twice, once today and last season in Philly. Did we do that against Philly last year? Was that the game that we ended up, the rescheduled game? Was it that one? Man, my memory with, like, the recent games for Sounders is so bad, but when it goes, like when we're talking, like, 2014, like, 2016, 2012 Sounders, I can remember so much of that. I guess because I have such fond memories of the team during that era, so I guess that's probably why. Let's see what you guys are saying. All the games for the last 3 season have bled together. What do you mean by that, Barry? Let me see how we're doing on likes too, guys. Let me quickly take a look. What are we at for likes? I'll just check actually on my phone. That'll be easier. Dude, just popped in, bro. What are those glasses? Vamos Sounders. What do you mean you just popped in? Dude, you missed it. The chat was the ones. Oh God, it's bright. The chat is the ones that decided I should wear. It was on top of my head. It was my blue light glasses, and they said I should rock them. I didn't even say it. Uh, yeah. Why are we hating on the glasses, dude? They're all uh unrememberable. Oh, the last. Okay, I see what you mean. They were all unmemorable. Okay, let me see how we're doing on likes, team. If we aren't at least at 20 likes, I'm jumping off a cliff. Guys, we're at 11 likes. What are you all doing? There's over 20 of you watching. We should easily be at over 20 likes for the stream. Come on now. Everybody start liking up. Let's do this. You guys all know the jazz. That's crazy. They be making you look. It's just blue light glasses. It's late. I'm tired. Still adjusting to the time zone. Boring soccer has been blending together. Lack of legit DPs. Most of the games don't stand out. That's fair. Do you think we should run the same lineup for game 3? Now, that's a good question. I want to throw it back to you guys. Do you guys think we should do the same thing, the two striker? This is one thing I'll give credit to Brian for. He changed it up. He actually did something different. When is the last time we've seen the Sounders play two strikers? Mad props to Brian for that. But I wouldn't run the two strikers again, though. I don't think so. I would I would want us to start Georgie. If Kent, I don't think Kent is starting fit, but yeah, I would definitely start Georgie. I think game 3 you got to start a guy like Georgie. What'd you guys think of this? This is something J Ross made. We were talking yesterday, and he's like, "Dude, I hope we win." We can post this tomorrow, and we won, and he got to post it. So I thought that was funny. Yes, Subaru. Welcome to the stream. Everybody like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Guys, as I said, let's try to get over 20 likes on the stream. I know we can do that. The last 10 minutes of the first half, we were all clenching our cheeks 100%. But what do you guys think for game 3? Oh, Barry with another $20 donation. Shout out to Barry. No, I do remember. Do you guys remember when no, wait. You guys remember when we played Minnesota in Minnesota? This is when they played in, I think, that college stadium. You guys remember we subbed in Will Bruin, and there was that last minute, the two late goals, the PK, and then the Rui Diaz flicking it to Will Bruin and him chipping it. That's one of the last times I remembered Sounders playing two strikers. I like it just because we opened the game up strong. See, that's a good point that Ezekiel makes. Rui Diaz. You know, it's funny because in theory, what that play is, you'd think it would be the other way around, Bruin heading it to Rui Diaz to chip it, but it was Rui Diaz, the shorter guy, heading it to Bruin, who's not as techie as Rui Diaz, chipping it over the goalkeeper. What do you think about the stadium possibly moving to Renton? Yeah, J. Ross already did a video talking about that, Daniel, so definitely check that out. I pretty much share the same sentiment as J. Ross does about that, so definitely just watch that video. Pretty much share the exact same sentiment as him with that. New investors, hopefully, fingers crossed. It's not the club being lazy and they don't want to pump money into the club. I hope that it's a new opportunity to build bigger brands, more money to the team, newer sponsors, things like that. That's my hope with in the other side of it too. Yep, I thought Kalani, I talked about it very early on in the stream. Thought he was really good. He made a big difference in that second half, at least, adding a little something to the game. Game 3 formation needs to be pretty much exactly like today. Score on them right away. Uh, it'll hit them like a bucket of cold water, throw them off completely. Love the analogy here, Mr. Subaru. Subaru. I like it. Bucket of cold water. It's my favorite. Bring back the 4-4-2 narrow diamond, baby. Moose Osase up top. I would like to see Osase and Moose up top. Like, I feel like it would fit our cross. Alex go down the wing. Knew who go down the wing. Cross, 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 cross. So, yeah, that's my take on that anyway. I mean, but the main guy we got to talk about tonight is Obinho. Is that what we should call him? Obinho Vargision? Oh, that was bad. Obedo Vargasino. I'm trying to add it into like Ronaldinho, Obedinho. I think that one's a better and way we can do the play on word with that. We find have a striker over 5'6" and we ain't lofting in crosses like before. I know we used to spam crosses through Rui Diaz, and now we don't. I don't even know. Our tactic's kind of goofy sometimes, but it is what it is. Let's roll out our Tacoma Defiance team. That's funny. Obedinho. Obedinho. Only way we'll be successful with crossing it is with two up top, and we aren't creating anything by playing through Minnesota's Haram ball. So why not keep the two? No, I do agree with the two up top. I think Morris was fine, but it's like not as a striker. We talked about early on in the stream. We thought he was more effective out wide, but the problem is I'd rather just start Georgie because I think he's a better winger. Guys, we need to hit 20 likes on this stream. And I know there's a bunch of you licking your lips, crossing your fingers, knowing that you could have liked the stream when we're 5 likes away from 20 likes. Oh, now we are 4 likes away from 20 likes. You guys are absolute haram. You guys are Minnesota. You guys are haram ball lovers if you guys exactly. Come on, you lurkers. If we don't get 20 likes, we won the game. In a realistic world, we should try to be striving for 40, but here we are just trying to scrap for 20. That's crazy to me. Okay, we're gonna wrap up. Okay, everyone start dropping your quick fire questions right now. We'll close off the stream. 5-10 more minutes answering questions with the chat because I do want to go to sleep. I'm kind of getting tired and I need to reacclimate to our time zone again. Okay, Subaru's up first. Question for everyone on here. Does anyone on here think the Timbers will take down San Diego? They're the enemy, but boy, I don't like San Diego. Great question because I was watching their game, and my goodness, that was a good playoff game. Our game and their game, two pretty good playoff matches. Yeah, because the winner of that is who we would play if we would advance. It's a really good question. I would not want to play the Timbers. I think we have I know it sounds bad. I know you guys may agree with me, may disagree with me. I think we have a better chance against San Diego than we do against the Timbers. I have just been scarred since the 2013 and 2018 playoff series. I'm just scarred. All right? I'm scarred. If y'all don't like the stream, I'm showing up to y'all's houses. Crazy, crazy behavior, Pat Grind. You know, one thing I was excited about when coming back was playing FIFA again. I've only played one game since I've returned. It's been a little hectic since I've gone back, but I missed it. I'm happy I'm back. I have to get back to work soon too, which is the biggest L of all the L's. Yo, I was the first one to like the stream before it even happened, before it started. Crazy. Dude, San Diego and Portland also 50-50. Wow, Barry, you want Portland. I'm just scarred. Portland at home in the playoffs is a trap game. I don't know, man. That was I think it was a very valiant performance by the Timbers with last night. I thought it was good. Quit that job and stay at home. Can't do that. I need some money. Cheyenne, thank you for the live stream, brother. We appreciate you. Subaru, thank you so much. I think I've spoken to you a few times on DMs. Appreciate you. I think because before you leave, you might have already left. Yesterday, we recorded a very fun special video with Danny Leba. I'm not going to spoil anything more other than that, but it will be out in the postseason. You guys are going to really look forward to it. J. Ross helped me out with it. He was one of the cameramen for it. Fortunately, Brody didn't want to help out for it. Don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm really excited. So I did talk to Danny yesterday. We were texting a little bit last night. And he dropped a hockey assist in today's game, so couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you for tuning into the stream. If Portland beats us, we'll never hear the end of it. Michael Crosby. Dude, you spelled my name right too. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Michael, we're trying to get to 20 likes on the stream, so if you haven't already, drop a like. We're literally one like away from 20, one more like away from going over 20. I can totally see us losing 1-0 next game. I can't lie. You are still here. Good man, Subaru. That's why I wanted to tease you that, because you deserve to know the ins and outs for that. This is I think this is where we should end it. From one of our goated members, Oklahoma Kid. Love you so much. By the way, guys, for all of our members, our new member community post for the questions for videos will hopefully be out. I want to save posting that for post Minnesota because I think there's going to be a lot of questions you guys might want to ask us depending on how things go game 3. So heads up, that will probably be posted for the members to do our dedicated videos for your guys' questions Sunday, Monday next week, maybe Tuesday. I don't know yet. Lineup for game 3. Okay, we're going to do PKs. Excuse me. Christian Roldan, I can tell you guys who shouldn't take him. Roldan, no. Morris, no. I would definitely like to have Andrew Thomas in goal. Reagan definitely should take one. He's absurdly, weirdly, really good at penalties. Rusnak for sure. He's a pen merchant. That's his bread and butter. I thought Alex was good at PK, so I saw his recent one. I thought Leva was good at PKs too, then he hit the post. I think Georgie's good at penalties if he's in the game. I've never seen Rothrock take a penalty, so I wouldn't know. So piece it together based on that. How are we looking for Champions League? Do you think we'll have a good run? That's a crazy question because I have no idea. Until we sign a striker, I don't think we are a competitive team in those type of competitions. Top 5 all-time taking PKs for game 3. Can we have Brad Evans? Oh, 100%. Brad Evans is number 1 on my list. Number 1. All-time? Evans, Dempsey, Pineda. Montero? Yeah, Montero was always good at PKs. Yeah, Evans, Dempsey, Pineda, Montero. Trying to think of other PK. Technically, Servando Carrasco's 1 for 1. He took 1 penalty, scored 1 penalty. That's a good point too. Pedro won't be back. I don't think Obed's taken one. Oh, Nico. Yeah, for sure. I can't believe I forgot that. Shout out to you, Barry, for saying that. Charles, welcome to the stream, man. Drop a like. We're trying to get over 20 likes on the stream. So, oh, Raul. The thing is Raul's actually weirdly like, not, I don't want to say 50-50, but he's actually not like 100% surefire PK taker, in my opinion. Raul was really good at chipping it. If Raul was doing a chip PK, 100% was going in. Dylan Tevez. Nice. All right, Pat Grind, absolute dime of a selection here. I miss Dylan. I mean, I'm good friends with Dylan, but he's making more money now than he was playing for the team, so good for him. Yeah. So Charles is my coach, guys. I play for his team on Wednesdays. I did all I could before I left. I got us out of the wild card match into the main playoff bracket. I did everything I could for the team. Goal and assist. If it wasn't for the goalkeeper, Ian, I would say I'm man of the match. Ian for sure was man of the match. He made so many saves and saved both the PKs in our shootout. But I did get a goal and an assist. And the goal that I scored was the one that sent it to PKs. So I was kind of the Obed Vargas of that night. Kind of, you could say. But yeah, guys, I think this is where we'll conclude it. 40-some minute stream. As I said, for this week's content plan, I will have Brody and J Ross record a preview going into game 3, kind of talking about game 1 and 2, what we should do, what they think needs to happen in game 3, and then I will do a watch along for this game on game 3. So guys, when you see me post the watch along, which I'll post it tomorrow, make sure to click notify me so you know we're doing the watch along, or that when we started and stuff. So we will be live during game 3. We're going to be, you guys can hang out with us. I doubt anybody minus JJ is going to be at the game because JJ, I think, lives in Minnesota. We're going to do that. We'll be live post game for it. So guys, boys and girls, it's going to be a crazy good week. So everybody be ready for this week. J. Ross Brody for preview during the week. And then I will be live for this game 3. But boys and girls, if you haven't already, make sure to like the stream. If you're watching this post live, like it, drop your comments. Guys, everyone that's here live, after the live ends, just drop a comment. It helps the live out a lot. And all that. But I appreciate you all. Big shout out to you all. And yeah, I'll see you guys all for game 3. I'll be live for it. So we'll be able to, hang out together. Oil up if we advance. Vamos Sounders, we will maybe circle back to the oiling up depending on how game 3 goes. I think we should put up something if Sounders like get to MLS Cup or win MLS Cup for you, just to make you happy finally. Barry spamming the Georgie emojis, the Go Snack emojis. Yeah, if you guys are a member, you become a member on the channel, guys. You get all these perks. It's literally the top link in the description. Just click that, and then you become a member on the channel. So definitely check that out, guys. Angus, we're wrapping it up. Appreciate you quickly stopping in. Just rewatch this. Boys and girls, smash the like button, subscribe, drop a comment once this live's over, and I hope you'll have a lovely day.